What's up? Welcome to the Big FX channel, right? It's a Friday. As you guys already know, right? Yesterday was very late. From the thumbnail, you can see for yourself, right? I keep telling you guys what repetition, consistency, right? Just keep doing what you do, and yes, we're able to kind of like take very great advantage of something that we've been studying. I've been studying. I came across, which was kind of observing, being patient, and kind of like staying alert and focused as well, and catching like a very nice setup. Of course, on GJ, right? I told you guys recently that I want to be focusing on GJ now because UJ is kind of like been moving zesty, for a while. So I want to kind of like be focusing on only GJ. And yes, lo and behold, we got like a very nice, sweet setup in NY session, and yes, executed it. First I took a first trade, which was a buy, which was a counter trade, but I later closed in profit, right? And logically took a sell trade. The keyword is what logically, that means like making your trade make sense. I made it make sense, because if what you're doing doesn't make sense, right? If you're in a trade and it doesn't make sense, like you're not able to even like tell yourself why you're in that trade, then you know. So yes, guys, we were able to kind of like catch, the a very nice sweet setup, that went our way, and yeah, Alhamdulillah, we're kind of like expecting nice same setups to kind of like appear, and we'll see where it kind of like takes us to. I'll be sharing my screen with you guys to kind of like share what I'm kind of like saying, like what made me take the trade, my confluences and everything, the analysis and everything. So you guys will be able to learn from me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. So anytime I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to get updated and tap into the knowledge. Yo, let's get into the chat. Alright, guys, this is my Gbpjpy screen. You guys can see for yourself, you know. Guys, today was very, like as I already said, very spectacular. I would say a screamer for me because as you guys can already see, we had this movement, kind of like consolidation up here at this point. Market's just moving, up and down, right? So immediately what price broke above this area of interest, right? Broke below this area of interest, came to retest it, went down, right? Came back up here again, right? Came back up here again, guys. I had went long earlier. I had gotten into a buy position here, right? At this point, why did I get into the buy position? Because guys, we had this kind of like I won't call an area of interest, but we had this kind of like support here at this point, and as so after I saw markets reacting to this, here I went long, right? So I closed on in some profits, right? And I realized that now, the analysis has to be logic. Like, you know it has to be something that has to be easy. When you're even explaining to yourself, it has to make sense. So I kind of like was like, yo, you have this area of interest. We are still in a downtrend because we haven't broken above, this lower high yet. We are still in a downtrend. So why are you in a buy position? So I closed that buy position and what entered the sell here at this point, guys. I just entered the sell here with my confidence has been the area of interest, the psych level, the market trend itself, and price all to the downside, right? As easy as that, right? As easy as that. You know, as easy. You guys have seen the screenshots, right? You know, New York session always, I've been talking about New York session, coming in with that kind of like high, volatility, was caught today, like very nice trade. It was a one is to four, so it's a 1:4 trade, yeah. But yeah, market went all the way still to the downside, over 100 pips, right? And still counts right? But it's all good. It's all good. Take what you can off the table, right? Don't wait for the market to reverse on you and you start what you start crying, start complaining, right? So yes, let's see what the market has for us in the subsequent days. Today, Alhamdulillah was a very, 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 very good one. All right. There you guys had you guys saw what I was talking about. Like very nice, and I'm just kind of like in love with the way the market is just respecting structure. Giving us the lower lows, lower highs, like just giving us that like order. To kind of like that footprint. That path for you to follow as a trader, because that's what a trader should kind of like be what every trader wants, having the structure. You can be following it, because if you are not having the lower highs, lower lows, or the higher highs, higher lows, you're kind of like having the market which is moving zesty, and it's kind of like very hard for you to get clean A plus setups, right? So hence having this kind of like structure, I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, hopefully the coming weeks will also kind of like be like this, just giving us this kind of like nice moves for us to be able to catch more similar trades, right? I hope this video helped you, be able to learn one or two from me. I hope, I really hope it does, so you'll be able to add something to your arsenal, and should I say, spice up your journey, and yeah, keep learning a lot. I really appreciate your time, your effort, you being here. I really, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Let's help the channel grow. We're sitting at 19 subscribers, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It's been love since day one. I really appreciate your peace out.